Greetings from Christian News and Interviews. So, by now you've probably heard that Casey White is on the run. And if you haven't, I'm going to apprise you of the information and then come back and share my views on this. Okay, listen to this right quick.
For an accused murderer, and the Lauderdale County deputy now accused of helping him escape. In fact, an arrest warrant has now been issued for Vicky White. Investigators believe that she was involved in helping Casey White, no relation, escape last Friday. Here is what we know right now in that case. On Friday, the day of the escape, what was expected to be Vicky White's last day on the job, she was set to retire that day. In fact, she had already sold her house. Vicky White says she was escorting Casey White to a hearing at the courthouse. Not only did that hearing never exist, but she broke policy because she did not have another officer with her at the time. She now faces a permitting or facilitating escape charge.
Absolutely, you feel betrayed. I mean, all of her co-workers, we're all devastated because we've never had a situation like this with Vicky White. She was a model employee.
Well, as for as for Casey White, he is considered to be armed and dangerous.
And we're told that he confessed to killing a woman in 2015. He's still awaiting a capital murder trial in that case. Also back in 2015, investigators say that he tried to kill his ex-girlfriend and held her roommates hostage at gunpoint. He was then sentenced to 75 years for attempted murder, kidnapping, robbery, and burglary. Now, Vicky White's mother is agreeing with the sheriff. Pat Davis says that she would have never expected her daughter to do something like this. She says it's keeping her up at night to think that her daughter is not only on the run, but that she could also be in danger.
Okay, let me pause it there. So, as I did further research on this, I discovered that Vicky White recently turned in her paperwork to retire. She sold her house for less than the market value. That means she desperately wanted to sell this house quickly. The house had land. I think it was like 3 acres of land. She sold that house for like $99,000 because she was desperate to sell it to get with her boyfriend. But had she been patient, the house was worth over $300,000. So this is a woman who was willing to throw it all away for a murder, a dangerous one at that. Now, what gets me, I don't feel sorry for these people in Alabama. I feel sorry for the citizens who are in danger now. But in terms of the enforcement, this is a man who murdered someone, who stalked his ex-girlfriend, broke into her house with a gun, threatened and held people hostage in the house. And this dangerous man, look how he's treated when he's going back and forth to court. Watch this. No, this is not the one. This is not the one. Let's see. Here it is. Look at this. Keep in mind, now this is an older video, but it's showing him going to, I think, into a court hearing. But notice that he doesn't have any handcuffs on. It's dangerous. This man is almost 7 feet tall, close to 300 pounds, dangerous, has shown many times that he's willing to try to break out of jail. And look how they're treating him. No handcuffs. Look at this.
Have someone like Casey, who's 6'6", 250 pounds, come into her apartment and stab her to death. That's the kind of person this is. This is the person.
Okay, if that's the kind of person he is, can someone explain to me why I just saw him walking to the court outside with absolutely no handcuffs? Look at this.
Have someone like Casey, who's 6'6", 250 pounds, come into her apartment and stab her to death. That's the kind of person this is. This is the person.
Oh, I believe that's the kind of person he is, but I would like to know why he was outside with no handcuffs on, as though he's going to a meeting, as though he's going to a job interview. Watch this woman, this desperate woman, who may or may not even still be alive because he doesn't need her anymore now that she's broken out. She's going to hold him back. She's almost 60 years old. The only thing she can do from now that she's broken him out of jail is hold him up. So if she's still alive, it's a miracle. Look at this. Look at her breaking her man out of jail. How did that get to be her man? A murderer. She was willing to give it all up for a murderer. Look at her. And she's about to go to a shopping center where her own car is located. She's going to drop off the squad car. She's going to pick up her own car. And she and her man are going to drive off with her $90,000 in tow into what she thinks will be happiness. But as I said, if this woman is still alive, it is a miracle. It is a miracle if she's still alive. Stay tuned.